So everyone just stand at the top of your mat here. Great, so this will be actually the back of their mat, sorry. Feeling all four corners of the feet, pressing the toes into the mat. Feeling like the bottom half of us from the waist down is in cement, rooted to the ground. We're lifting up from the belly button, shoulders are down and back. Arms are by our side. Taking a deep breath in and out. Inhale through the nose and out through the mouth. Inhale again through the nose and out through the mouth. Inhale, bend the knees, reach the arms up overhead. And exhale, folding forward, hands to shins. Into a flat back, looking forward. Inhale. And on the exhale, fold all the way down. Knees are soft. Letting the head hang heavy, nodding the head yes, and nodding the head no. Grabbing the opposite elbows here, swinging like a rag doll, very gently though. I use swinging in the most conservative sense. Inhaling, making that belly full with air, and on the exhale, letting all that air out. Inhale, exhale. From there, sending the hands out, crawling forward here on our toes. From there, pressing up into our first downward dog, bending those knees, pedaling those heels out, really pressing through the palms of the hands into the fingertips, not the wrist. Taking our time here, feeling that stretch in the Achilles, pressing on up as if someone is pulling your hips back in the opposite direction of your hands as your hands are pressing deeper into the mat. Those shoulders are away from the ears. Inhale, and on the exhale, coming to our plank pose, lowering those knees down here. Pressing back into our first child's pose of the day. Spreading the knees out wide. Big toes are touching. Forehead just rests on the mat. I'm taking a moment here, sending those hips back. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, coming into our first tabletop position. The shoulders are over the elbows, which are over the wrists. The fingertips are wide. We're pressing into the palms. And then the knees are just slightly behind our hips here. Inhale, dropping that belly, the gaze goes up, lifting those hips up. And on the exhale, squeezing that air out, arching that back up, chin to chest, tucking the pelvis. Inhale, into our cow pose. Exhale, into our cat. Taking a few cat-cow poses now on your own time, really concentrating on what your body needs, feeling your spine move. One vertebrae at a time. This does not need to be fast. Expanding big and wide. On the cow pose, the gaze is up, and on the exhale, everything kind of tightens up and scrunches in. Really pushing through the palms of the hands in that cat pose. Wonderful. Coming now back to our neutral tabletop position and adjusting if you've gotten out of alignment. From there, inhale, sending that left arm in front of us, and the right hand or the right leg goes back, pressing through that right heel there as if we have two friends pulling us in opposite directions. Inhale, exhale, inhale again, Lowering that left hand down, bringing that right knee to meet the left knee. Inhale, sending that right arm forward. Exhale, pressing that left heel back, straightening that left leg, making sure we're not sitting in that right hip, really pushing up and out of that hip there. Pulling ourselves in opposite directions, navel to spine, not letting that belly be soft. That belly is supporting us. Inhale, lowering that arm down, bringing that left knee to meet the right, separating those knees out wide, pushing those hips back into child's pose. Taking a moment here, feeling your ribs expand from side to side and front to back. Making room in the hips, opening up those hips. Feeling the tightness of the lower back release. Pressing those shoulders down, making sure that our cervical spine, our neck is still long. Coming back into our neutral tabletop position again. With our proper alignment here. Inhale, we're going to lift this right leg up, just pressing it up just a little bit, and down. Inhale up, and exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale one more time, and exhale down. Good. To the left leg. Inhaling, bringing that left leg up, and exhale down, just straight up. Inhale up, exhale down, making sure we're not sitting in the right hip. Inhale up, 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 exhale down. One more time, up, and exhale down. Lovely. Curling those toes under now, crawling back here, bringing ourselves up, and then stepping out, separating our knees. Make sure that you can see me here. So that we look like this. Hips are wide. And our hands come into heart center right here. Really pressing into, really stretching the heels here. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. This time on this next inhale, pressing those heels down as we straighten those legs, coming on up. Inhaling up, exhale, lowering those arms down. Nice job. Let me just take this off very quickly, now that we're a little more warmed up. Cool. Alrighty, just going into a very quick sun salutation. So from there, coming into mountain pose, making sure we have all 5 toes on the mat, pressing through the balls of the feet and the heels. And if you can lift up your toes, shift your weight a little forward. Again, making sure that we're making a full footprint into that mat there. Standing up tall, shoulders down and back. Taking a moment here, feeling the ribs expand. Lifting up and out of those hips. Legs are straight, but knees are not locked, so there's still a slight bit of softness in the knees. And then from there, inhale, bringing those arms up overhead. And then exhale, coming forward into a flat back. Hands come down. Then bending the knees slightly. Hands come onto the shins, pressing on up into our flat back again. Inhaling, exhale, folding forward. This time walking the hands out into a downward dog. Pressing those hips up, up, up. Reaching out, pressing into the palms of the hands, the fingertips. This time, bending one knee and then the other. Pedaling out our dog. Stretching the heels, stretching the ankles. And then from there, looking forward, bring the right foot forward into a runner's lunge. Reaching forward and then reaching up. Pressing that left hip forward. Inhaling. Exhale. Inhaling. Exhale. Inhale. And on this next exhale, bringing the hands to the mat, stepping the right foot back, stepping the left foot front, into a runner's lunge on this side, reaching up and out, pressing the shoulders down, right hip comes forward. Inhale, and on this exhale, just let it go. Inhale one more time. Exhale, bringing these arms down, bringing the hands down to the mat, coming back into a downward dog, really pressing out of those shoulders, into the palms, into the fingertips, pedaling out our dog here. This time coming into a very quick plank, holding that plank. And then from there, back into our downward dog. Looking forward, either stepping or hopping to our feet. Folding in half. This time, grabbing the elbows, hugging the elbows, bending the knees slightly. Gently swaying a little bit from side to side. Nodding the head yes. Nodding the head no. Placing the hands on the shin, pressing up into a flat back. Folding forward one more time, this time bending the knees slightly, arms come up overhead. And then exhale, lower those arms down by your side. Nice job, everybody. Alrighty, standing poses, yay! So everyone come to face the wide stance of your mat here. And if you want to adjust your mat to look at me, you can, or you can stay right where you are, whatever you want. So from there, inhaling, let's just practice this for now, okay? So if I were to actually be there in person and press down on your arms, they wouldn't move, right? They wouldn't just go like this. So having strong arms here, shoulders are still down. Inhaling, exhale, inhaling. And if you're facing me now, we're actually going to turn this right foot out here, okay? Right foot out, turning the left foot in a little bit, pressing this hip back. From there, looking forward, bending this knee. Reaching on out. Not holding our breath here. Making sure too the ribs aren't sticking out. Ribs are still over the hips. This time reaching this right arm up as the left arm comes down. Stretching this side. Again, those shoulders are not up near our ears. Pressing those shoulders down. This back leg is still straight and strong. Inhaling, filling that belly up with air. And then exhale, coming back into our warrior two. And then from there, bending this elbow here, reaching on up into our side angle pose. You can even step this leg out a little bit more. Reaching to the side. This time, bringing this arm up over here, straightening this leg here. Hand can either rest on the thigh, the shin, or if you want to come to the floor, you can. You have a couple options there for modification. Again, just pressing the left hip back, reaching on up. Nice job. Bringing this hand here. Hand comes to hip, coming up again. This time pivoting, facing this leg here, pressing this heel back, bending the front leg, reaching out. And then reaching up into warrior one. Making sure too this back leg isn't bending but is still straight there, stretching that heel, stretching the ankle. I like to say heel, but it's actually the ankle. Nice job. And then from there, you can either put your hands on your hips or you can put them behind you, whatever feels more comfortable. From there, just bowing forward. Inhaling, exhale. As if someone is pulling us by the crown of the head, by that neck, stretching that neck out wide. Inhaling, exhale. And then from there, bringing the hands together. Palms come together into heart center. Lifting on up. And then from there, we're going to twist this way, just twisting up, just reaching up. Not going to do anything funny yet. Holding for 4, 3, 2, and 1. This time coming down, reaching down, elbow to knee. Sometimes I even fall out of my balance too. It's okay. And then coming on up, facing front, reaching forward, reaching up, straightening this front leg. This time pivoting, facing the front. Nice job, everyone. Alrighty, so shaking that out, let's go to the other side. Reaching on up, making those arms very strong. Turning the left foot out here, turning the left heel in just a little bit. Left toes in, I should say. Reaching towards that left arm from there, bending this left knee. Nice and strong. Making sure we're not getting complacent. Still squeezing the glutes. Then from there, bending this arm here, stepping this leg out a little more, reaching into our side angle. Using the core to keep us up and keep us engaged. Not putting all the weight on our arm. And then from there, extending this arm up, straightening this leg. This hand can come to the thigh, or it can come to the shin, or it can come all the way down, whatever you like. You have a couple modifications here. Again, just pressing this hip back, not folding over, reaching up, up, up. Breathing in, and your gaze can be straight or it can be up towards your hand. Coming back up. This hand comes up. This time reaching, we'll try warrior two one more time. This time pivoting front. This foot, the toes are facing forward now this time. Reaching up. Making sure that head is not going forward. Really making sure that those elbows are straight. This time taking the hands to the hips, or you can place them behind your back here, whatever you want. This time just reaching forward. Shoulders are down. I know the shoulders like to creep up whenever we move, but just keeping them down. This time the hands come forward, palms come together, pressing those palms together. We'll come up here and then just twisting to the side, just twisting. focusing on a point in front of you. Today I just feel really wobbly, so. And then from there, reaching on up and out of those hips, twisting a little more, elbow comes to knee. Then reaching on up, pressing those palms together for stability, facing forward, straightening the leg, and then turning the feet out this way. Nice job, everyone. Good job. So shaking that on out, shaking those feet out. We're gonna go do a few more standing poses and then we'll come to the mat, okay? Standing up nice and tall, pressing through the outer legs here. Engaging the glutes. Inhaling. Exhale. This time taking the hands to the hips, reaching on out into a flat back here, hinging from the hips. Folding forward. You can even bend the knees now a little bit, taking the hands to the ankles, dropping the head. Nodding the head, yes. Nodding the head, no. Placing the hands under your head on the mat. You can even shift from side to side, straightening one leg, and then going to the other side, straightening the other. Bending the left leg, straightening the right. Bending the right leg, straightening the left. Taking a few of these now in your own time, opening up the hips, stretching out the lower back. Remember not to go too fast on this. And then when you're ready, coming to center, placing the right hand on the mat in the middle, extending this left arm out, and then from there, pressing the left hip down, twisting from the waist up, reaching this arm up into our twisted triangle. Again, pressing that left hip down. Inhaling, exhale. Inhale to lengthen out of those hips and exhale to twist. Coming down now. Replacing this hand with the other, extending this right arm out to the side. From there, following this arm up, pressing that right hip down as much as you can. Reaching up. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming on down. Nice job, everybody. Just bending the knees now. Hands come to the ankles. And straighten. Bending the knees. And straighten. Bend the knees one more time. This time straightening that leg. Both legs, sorry. Hands on hips. Reaching on out. Not rolling the spine. Coming up in a flat back. Nice job. Then from there, we're just going to slightly turn the feet out. They don't have to be all the way out like this. Just like a 45-degree angle, okay? Into a wide stance. And from there, just bending those knees. Hands on the hips. Inhaling. Exhale. Nice job, everybody. And then from there, reaching these arms out. Kind of like you can call them cactus arms or goalpost arms, whatever you want. Just sending those elbows back, making sure the shoulders aren't creeping up. Holding for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Extending the legs, straightening them, and then lowering the arms down by our sides. Good job. Okay, one more standing pose, and then we'll come to the mat there. So if we're in mountain pose, we're actually going to just turn our feet in just slightly, just a little bit again, coming into our tree pose, okay? Inhaling, bringing the arms up, palms come together down into heart center, really pressing those palms together. And then from there, lifting this ankle up. And you can just let the heel rest by the ankle for now. Finding a point on the wall. From there, bringing this foot to the calf. And now you have the option to stay here, practicing that balance, okay? Or if you want to challenge yourself, nice job, Yang. I see you. It looks really good. You can always bring your foot up here, okay? Whatever you feel like doing today, whatever's in your practice. Finding a point on the wall again, looking forward. Nice job, Jimmy. That looks really good. Just making sure for everyone, I know sometimes the foot likes to slide down onto the knee. Make sure it's either here or here, but not on the knee. If you want to extend the tree branches now, you can do that. Bringing those hands back down, lowering this foot down, shaking it on out. Good. So we'll go to the other side. Hands come up, palms come together, down into heart center, lifting the heel up, letting the heel rest by the ankle for now. Finding your point on the wall in front of you. Bringing the foot to the calf. If you want, you can bring your foot to your thigh or just stay here, whatever you would like to challenge yourself with today. Make sure we're squeezing the glutes, finding a point of focus. If you want, extending the tree branches up. If you can't see me, this is what my arms look like. Up, up, up. Bringing them back down into heart center. Lowering that foot down, lowering the arms down. Nice job, everybody. All right, we're gonna make our way down to the mat, actually sitting down. All righty. So from there, just extending the feet out in front of us. Reaching forward, and then just gently coming forward just a little bit, okay? So I'm going to turn to the side so everyone can see me. Reaching for those toes, making sure we're not rolling like a turtle. No turtle shell. Reaching for those toes, pressing those shoulders down. The spine is long, the neck is long. Inhaling. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Reaching forward. Exhale. Letting the ribs expand. Exhaling. Coming on up. This time, just bringing this foot in. This would be my right foot. Don't worry, we're going to go to both sides, so it doesn't really matter, but just for continuity. Bringing this in so we have our half butterfly here. This time reaching up, 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 very straight. Folding forward again, not hunching forward. Really reaching from the lower back. And even if your hands are just here by your sides, that's totally cool too. Inhaling. Exhale. Taking any tension out of the neck, out of the forehead. Breathing into those tight spots and then breathing that tension out. Coming on up now. Gently coming on up. All right, extending this leg. Bending this leg in, sole of the foot is touching the inner thigh. And just be aware, making sure we have the top of our thigh aligned with our knee, aligned with our toes, okay? So knees and toes aren't going in opposite directions. Reaching on up again, folding forward with control. Gently coming on up. This time, folding these, bringing both of these feet in here. Soles of the feet are touching, and it's all right if they're just extended like this. They don't have to be all the way near your hips. Again, just making sure we're not compromising and folding forward like this, really stretching up and out of those hips from the lower back. Inhale, and on this exhale, coming forward. Giving yourself time for the hips to open, being gentle. Making sure too, we don't let the head drop. I know sometimes we get tired. Keeping everything supported. Gently rising, coming on up again. This time bending the knees. Placing this hand behind us, just the fingertips. We're not relying on it for all of our weight, but just for a little bit of stability. And either hugging one or both knees, reaching up tall. Inhale to lengthen, turning this way, and then exhaling to twist. Inhale to lengthen up. Exhale to twist. Inhale to lengthen up. Exhale to twist. Inhale to lengthen one more time. Exhale to twist forward. This time, sending this foot, extending this foot front. You can either grab onto the knee or you can hook your knee with your elbow. Again, placing this hand behind us here. Lengthening on up out of those hips. Inhale to lengthen and exhale to twist. Inhale to lengthen up. Exhale to twist. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to twist. Make sure those shoulders aren't creeping up. Inhale to lengthen. Everyone lift that chin up a little bit for me. And then exhale to twist front. Coming front, releasing. Nice job. This time just giving the knees a hug and then rolling, just shifting a little bit back on your sit bones, on your bum, just like this. Stretching out the back here. Shoulders can come up. Your chin is to your chest. Stretching everything out. Nice job. Lowering those feet down and we'll go to the other side. Either holding one or both knees. Hand is behind us here for a little bit of stability. Lengthening up and twisting. Inhale to lengthen up and exhale to twist. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to twist. Lift that chin up a little bit. Inhale to lengthen one more time. Exhale, twisting front. This time extending this foot in front of us. Either hugging this knee or placing the elbow, hooking the elbow where the knee is. This hand is behind us just for some stability. And doing the same thing. Looking to this side. Inhale to lengthen up. And exhale to twist. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to twist. Inhale. Lengthening up. Exhaling to twist, coming to the front. Stretching this out, shaking that out. From there, going into our boat pose. So we have a couple options here. Sitting up nice and tall, and then leaning back, reaching out, arms are straight, squeezing those knees together, and you can just hold it here. So this is great. Or if you want a little more of a challenge, hands can come behind your knees, looking like a boat here. And if you want even more of a challenge, reaching on out, okay? Squeezing those knees together as much as you can. Inhaling, exhale. Lowering those feet down, coming on up. And then from there, making our way to our back. Taking a moment here. Walking those heels towards our sit bones just a little bit. Placing the hands on the ground by us here. So what we're going to do, we're actually going to do a bridge pose. So all that means is that we're going to lift our hips up using our hands and our feet to press us up, okay? If you want to watch me just for an example, you can. Otherwise, we'll just do it together. So inhaling, and then on that exhale, pressing those hips up. The shoulders will naturally go down. Lifting it up as if someone is lifting you up by your butt. Squeezing the knees together, holding for 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Lowering down, taking a breath. Letting it go. Inhaling, pressing into those fingertips, pressing into those toes, lifting the hips. Exhaling, squeezing the butt, squeezing the knees together, relaxing those shoulders. And lowering down. Nice job, everybody. From there, extending. So this would be my right leg. So we'll extend the right leg up, placing the hands either behind the hamstring or the calf, and then just gently stretching that towards us. I actually like to flex, do a combination of flexing and pointing my foot. Not holding our breath. From there, bending this knee, lowering that foot down, this time going to the other leg. So this would be my left leg. Extending that left leg up, hands behind the hamstring or the calf. Taking your time here. Bending that leg now, lowering that foot down. Alrighty, so this time hugging both knees to our chest. And then from there, we're actually going to roll onto our right side into the fetal position. And then from there, just leaving the knees on the ground. And then leaving the hips on the ground. And then everything from the waist up is just going to twist. So the upper half of our body is looking up. The lower half is to the side. And then arms can just be by your sides. Gently turning to the side, hugging those knees, and then rolling back onto your back. Everyone take your time. I'm just going to turn around so everyone can see me from this side. This time coming to the left, lying on our left side in the fetal position. Keeping the knees on the ground. And then just twisting that upper body, rotating that upper body so that it's facing the ceiling. Arms can be by your side. Melting into it. You're not going to get into it right away. I say that as someone who's very flexible, and it takes me a while to get into this pose fully. Start to flutter your eyes open. Slowly, gently turning back on that left side. And we're just going to stay on this left side here. Start to gently press up into a seated position. Bringing the arms, the hands into heart center. The divine light in me honors the divine light in each and every one of you. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. Namaste.
Namaste.